and I have this page in which I wanted to access my inbox, and I get this error message. So as you can see, it says something about a host error. So this is really common when you're using the site. I don't know if it could be peak hours for them or something of the sort, but it's highly unlikely, as in Kiev right now it would be like 2-3 in the morning. Right now it's 5:30 p.m. here in the States. So maybe it's maintenance. They do like regular maintenance of I don't know what, but it always comes to this page. So it's really frustrating when you're trying to go to your messages and you have to wait like 10 minutes, and sometimes even more. Once I waited like about half an hour, and one of the girls that was chatting me up told me that she had been having the same problem that day. So I don't know. Here it says the origin web server timed out responding to this request. So it doesn't give you much info, but it's from their side. Here you can see it seems that their server is located in Europe, in Great Britain more specifically. So I don't know what's the deal here. Alright, so anyway, there it is. The site's loading back again, and I was able to access all its features. So I got news for you. I discovered a picture, a profile from one of the girls that was corresponding with me. She contacted me first, saying a bunch of stuff about the girls here, saying that perhaps they were not real in their intentions, and that I don't know, something about her being special or knowing something that I didn't. So it was a really strange message. Anyway, as I was investigating other websites for you guys, you saw the previous video about Victoriya Club. So I just was checking it out, checking my Victoriya Club account one day, and she popped up in one of the messages. The message had arrived to my inbox, and I said to myself, "Oh, this girl looks similar. I think I've seen this girl before." And lo and behold, it was the same girl that had sent me the message, the weird message that I was telling you about. So we're gonna check her out right now. You'll see something very unusual. Bam! So there you go. This is the Ladadate version of the picture, which to me seems to be the real authentic photo taken of her. And this is the edited heavily photoshopped picture from Victoriya Club. So there's not much to explain here, although there are differences. I could even play a game of finding seven differences between these two pictures, and you'll see here some really interesting changes. I mean, this dress, I don't know if you are able to appreciate, but to me seems like a little bit lighter color. This red seems more intense. As you can see, the pose is exactly the same. It cannot be a different photo taken. I mean, if you look at it that way, it's not a picture that was taken before and one after, something like that, as the pose is 100% exactly the same. So I was pointing the red dress color, pointing that difference out, and that's one. You can see the fine traits on this photos, on this face. I mean, you can see that it's younger looking. She looks prettier. The eyes, I don't know if I'm correct, but they seem larger. They seem prettier. So look at this one. The skin tone is also different. You can see this is a wider tone. So this girl seems more tanned. I mean, it's the same girl, but you see the hair. I don't know. This one seems with a little bit more volume, and the color is also different. You can see here it's a light brown, as opposed to this one here. It looks darker. No, absolutely no blonde at all. This one looks a little bit like dirty blonde, as opposed to this one that looks a little bit red or dark brown. So there you have it. I pointed out like 4 differences up to now. You can also see here how is this hair on top of this hand. So it's really strange looking. Also here on this side, the right arm, you see a little bit of hair, covering part of her arm. I mean, it's covering here originally. You can see this one on the right. It's covering this part of the arm. And this one, I mean, you can appreciate like the blunder that they did. And this transparency is really really strange. It does look strange, and I don't know why they did it. What was the need to put hair in between her hand? I mean, it's nonsense. Anyway, back to the facial features. I mean, we pointed out the skin tone, also the refined face traits. She also looks older, this one on the right. And there's like a green light coming here, but it's probably because of this background. So I don't think there's something edited on this side. So I mean, you can see it here. The face is square. She really is or has a square face. And here you can't see that. I mean, it is possible that the skin was like pulled back or something. If you pull back your skin, your face skin, you can look younger. So I don't know. I mean, how they did it. These guys are like Photoshop masters. because they seem to have compacted this face and made her look actually prettier than she really is. So I mean, I have also like 5 other pictures we can compare, and you'll see the same pattern. And finally, well, we have these other pictures. There's like half a dozen more, but I wanted to show you just a couple more. In this one, you can see this color. The contrast is way higher than on this other photo of Victoriya. This, of course, is Ladadate, and the background is much more brighter and more vivid color here on this right picture. And of course, the facial features change from one photo to another. I mean, I don't think it's just the work of the high contrast or low brightness on another one, but it's also like an effect from photoshopping on her face, so that her features can seem more refined on this left side. So finally, we have this other picture. You can see the texture of the hair is quite different. It's quite surprising to see the difference. On this photo, you can see the pattern of the blouse she's wearing, and on this one, it's a little bit erased. It seems like flat. This part is, for example, not the rest of the dress, of course. You can see the same pattern here, but I was going to compare the both hairs. This one seems like she did a great job, like using conditioner or some sort of product to make it seem very silky, as opposed to this one, in which the hair looks like frizzy and not so well prepared. So you also find the same thing we saw in the first picture, which is hair on her hand. So I don't know what's the deal with these guys, like pushing the hair on the hand of a lady. So I also reduced the photo size from this one from 100 to 75%, so we could compare the sizes. I mean the pictures side to side, as they have different formats or different sizes from one website to the other. So there you have it. I'm gonna leave it like that, and tell me your comments, what you think about this thing they're pulling off with these photoshops. I don't know. And if you have found like the same problem or the same scam in another website, then just let me know so I can research. And that's it for today. I'll bring you a new video with more discoveries that I've found here on these websites you might find interesting. So thanks for viewing, and goodbye.